Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn about some more important topics on signals. Okay. So normally we have two types of signals. One is analog signal and digital signals. Okay. So I hope you know about what is analog signals. So a human voice or maybe a fan regulator. So we are seeing as a analog signals. The best examples or maybe a clock we are seeing as a analog signals. So why we are saying as analog signal? Because it has some continuous sequences. Okay, so some continuous signaling. So a signal can carry electrical voltage from one station to another stations. Okay, so the analog signals were used in many systems to produce signals to carry informations, right? Okay, these signals are continuous in both values and time. The use of analog signals has been declined with arrival of digital signals. In short, to understand the analog signals, all signals that are natural or come naturally are analog signals. Okay, so we will see an example of analog signals. Okay, these analog signals are continuous in nature. So what we are speaking, a human voice is converted with the help of mic to a sound, which will be output from a speaker. Okay, so whereas a digital signals, so it is also somewhat analog signals. These digital signals are not in continuous in nature, but instead of continuous, it is a discrete in nature, that is zeros and ones. The best example of digital signals are a computer byte. Okay, that is zeros and ones. So zeros means off, one means on. Okay, so these signals represents a binary number or binary values which contains different voltages. Okay, let us see an example. So an analog signal is continuous in wave form. Okay, so that means this may be amplitude with respect to time. So we are calling as a sine wave or sine amplitude, sine wave or sine amplitude. So the best example is an analog signal. See here, an analog signals which is moving continuously. Okay, so whereas the digital signals in discrete in nature, so this value has 1 and this value has 0, this value has 1, this value has 0. It is 1 0 1 0 1 0. But whereas an analog signal has, so maximum is 1 and below is 0, but it has some points value, that is fraction values were in analog signals, right? So this analog signals is a what to say, so this analog signal has some correct values, some correct points. Okay, whereas a discrete doesn't have the correct points, right? So right, so let us see an analog signals of amplitude. So amplitude, what is amplitude? That is amps. So amp is nothing but a um, increase of your sound values. So as we know that we are using a microphone for speaking. Okay, so we are using a amplifier to boosting our voice, to improve our voice quality or to for loudness. Okay, so similarly a amplitude is designed to increase the signal, increase the value of signal. Okay, so the amplitude in a analog signal, so the maximum position, so this point we are saying as a amplitude, that is the maximum amplitude from the zero to point, that is here is a zero, that is starting from this point to this point, we are calling as a one period. Okay, or maybe a one frequency or maybe a sine wave. Okay, starting from this point, or if you see here, this is a 0 point, it goes slowly increasing to the maximum point and gradually decrease to the minus point. So half of the point, that is half of the wave, sine wave, we are calling as a 180-degree frequency. So similarly for remaining wave, we are calling as a 180 frequency. So this means this may be a positive value and this may be a negative value. Okay, so we are one complete cycle or one complete frequency contains 360 degree. Okay, 360 degree. So if a wave starting from 0 to and goes 1 and 2 and 3, so that means the maximum peak we are saying as a amplitude. If you see here, this also a amplitude and this also a amplitude. Okay, the distance between from one wave to another wave. Okay, if you see here, the distance from one wave to another wave we are calling as a period. Okay, or maybe a cycle. Okay, so the period may be calculated based on time. Okay, so if we are defining from 0 to 1, that is 1 second, in 1 second we have 4 different frequencies. So how we are calling as 1 by 4th frequency. So if you check here, this is the first frequency, since it is a starting point and the first peak is here 1, so 2, then 3, and if you check here, the maximum peak has came, but and slowly gradually decrease. So we are calling it a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So since we have 4 frequencies in 1 second, so the distance between from 0 to 1 we are calling as a 1 second divided by 4 frequencies. That is the number of cycles or the number of frequencies we are calling as a that is frequency. So within a period is nothing but a time, that is 1 second. Let us see. Okay, right. So there are two types of signaling, that is periodic signal and aperiodic or non-periodic signals, right? So a signal which repeat itself after a specific interval of time is called periodic signal, right? A signal which does not repeat itself after a specific interval of time is called aperiodic or non-periodic signals. Okay, so a signal that repeats pattern, it repeats its pattern over a period is called periodic signal. A signal that does not repeat its pattern over a period is called a periodic signal or non-periodic signal. Both analog and digital signal can be a periodic or aperiodic signals, but in data communication, periodic and analog signals and aperiodic digital signals are used. If see here, students, so within a given time, say about we have 1 second, so in 1 second the number of frequencies has continuous without changing its pattern, we are seeing as a periodic signal. The same time, within the same time, if the signal values changes, okay, if the signal values changes or with the frequency changes, we are seeing as a non-periodic or aperiodic signals. Okay, right. So right here I have defined two different phases and frequencies, but different amplitudes, as I already told you. So if this is the time, this is a time graph, and here is a amplitude. In the first signal, the maximum amplitude will increase. See here, the maximum amplitude will increase. Similarly, it goes decrease. So this periodic signal, this method we are calling as a periodic signal, since it doesn't change with respect to time. It doesn't change the signal value with respect to time. So if you see second here, the second diagram, here the amplitude will be smaller when with respect to time. Okay, here the amplitude will be higher with respect to time, but here the amplitude will be lesser with respect to time. So therefore this means uh, from both this signal value has higher frequency and this signal has a lower frequency, since this signal has lower amplitude, right? Okay, so if you see here, in 1 second, here is in 1 second the number of frequencies is 12 periods. Okay, so therefore the frequency is 12 hertz. Okay, so the number of frequencies, see, from starting point to ending point, the value is that there is the number of frequencies 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So the number of periods is 12, so therefore the frequency is also 12. Since we are calculating in 1 seconds, okay, therefore period equal to 1 divided by 12 seconds. Okay, so right here, uh, here if you see, the maximum amplitude is 6 periods. Okay, so 6 periods means how? So since we have here 6 frequencies, okay, if you check here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 frequencies in 1 second. Therefore the time for the first period, the time for first period, which goes 1 divided by 6 seconds, since we are dividing the time for first cycle, uh, that is the first frequency, we are going to calculate by time is 1 divided by 6 seconds. Okay, so if you see here, for first cycle, the time is t. Okay, therefore we are going to calculate the first cycle for all the 6 periods. Okay, so 1 divided by c, we will get the value for first frequency, right? Okay, so if you see here another example, 3 sine waves with same amplitude and frequency but different phases. Okay, so here, so we have different phases of how we are going to calculate. So if you see here, one complete cycle belongs to a one, that is one sine wave, or one complete cycle is here one. So therefore the first cycle or first period, this is 1. So if you check here, 2 and 3. Okay, therefore 3 period or 3 frequencies. Okay, starting from 0 degree. So if a period or frequency starting from here, okay, that is a 1 by 4th of t. So therefore we are going to calculate this one as a 90 degree. So if you see here, from this point, that is the 0.2, and this point we are telling as a 360 degree. So if you see here, that is the point from here, that is the point from here, we are calling as a 90 degree. Since we are starting from this point, so our frequency will be 90 degree, not complete degree. Why we are telling as a 90 degree? Since this portion is 90 degree and this portion is 90 degree, so totally 90 plus 90, 180 degree. Say in our diagram, this position is not there. So we are calling it only this position is there. So 1 by 4th of your frequency. So that's why we are saying as a 90 degree of phases. Okay, so if the frequency starts from lower end, that is from here, so we are calling we are telling as a 180 degree, since we require to complete the frequency this position. But in our diagram, the frequency starts from the lower end. Okay, this from this position, so only half of the position is there. Therefore we are telling as a 180 degree phases. Okay, 1 degree phases. So it has a complete phases, and it has a 1 by 4 degree phases, and it has 1 by 2 degree phases. That is the time. Okay, we are going to calculate the time, right? Next, so here I have an example for time domain and frequency domain with 3 sine waves. Okay, so if you see here, if you see the diagram, board diagram, so I hope you understand. Okay, so let me explain. So the maximum amplitude is 15. We have two different frequencies. Okay, so the maximum amplitude is 15. We have two different frequencies. Okay, so based on time, so how we are going to calculate our frequencies? Okay, So the first frequency start from 5. So 5, that is the 5 means the lower green colors. Okay, the green colors. So how many frequencies? So yeah, approximately 10. So let us check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 frequencies are there. Okay, 16 frequencies. So I am going to draw 16. Okay, so the same time, if I increase the amplitude, the value, that is the, if I increase the amplitude, the my sine wave is going to be change the frequencies. So if you see the pink color, okay, so I have 10 amplitudes, that is 10 amplitude, that is the maximum of 10 amplitudes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can draw my graph. It should be a maximum of 10 amplitude, that is maximum it should reach to its 10 amplitudes. So here I have a 8 frequencies. So listen here, students. Initially, I have 16 frequencies with lower amplitudes, that is lower of 5 amplitudes. The second frequencies goes to maximum of 10 amplitudes with 8 frequencies. So okay, so the third amplitude, that is the zero position, we have 15 amplitudes. So the two frequencies will varies depending upon the time. Okay, the first frequency, if I show you second diagram, that is the next example, you will clearly understand. Okay, so if you see here, first I have a initial, I have a maximum of 10 amplitudes, that is 0 to 10 amplitudes. Okay, that is, so how to draw? Actually I have 0 to 10 amplitudes in 1 second, so there is no frequencies, there is no frequencies here. Time is 0 and amplitude is maximum 10. Okay, so right. So if you see second diagram, okay, this diagram, in 1 second we have 7 different amplitudes. You see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 6 frequencies but 7 amplitudes. 6 frequencies and 7 amplitudes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frequencies and 7 amplitudes. So by combining 6 frequency, 7 amplitudes, there is a zero frequency, that is 6, 10 plus 7, 17. So 6 frequencies. Okay, therefore I can draw, I can increase my amplitude signal up to a 17. So how we can draw a frequency domain? So 6 frequencies and 7 amplitudes. 7 plus 10 equal to 17. Therefore we can draw our frequencies: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frequencies with maximum amount of amplitude, that is 17. Okay, right. Now we will see about composite signals. Composite signals, composing into a number of signals. We can combine a maximum number of signals. Okay, maximum number of frequency into a single one. Okay, a composite signals can be a periodic or non-periodic. So sometimes a signal can be composite into a number of periodic as well as non-periodic signals. A periodic composite signals can be decomposed into a series of simple sine wave with discrete frequencies. Frequencies that have integer values 1, 2, 3, and so on. So if you see here, students, a composite signals can be a periodic or non-periodic. So if you see here, it is a non-periodic and sometimes has a periodic signals with has a number of simple sine waves. So simple sine wave means we have a number of frequencies with discrete values. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it may be analog or maybe a sometimes digital signals also. A non-periodic composite signals can be decomposed into a combination of infinite number of simple sine waves with continuous frequencies. So it is a non-periodic signals. It has a number of infinite number of simple sine waves. If you see here, it has a number of simple sine wave with continuous frequencies. It also have some real values. Okay, so let us see an example. So I have a amplitude and a time with respect to frequencies. Okay, so I have a frequency f. Okay, frequency f, 3f and 9f. That is, I have a frequency 3 frequency, 9 frequency and frequencies. Okay, initially I have a frequency 3, that is 3f frequencies. So this pink value shows that I have 3 frequencies, 3 sine waves. Okay, or 3 periods or maybe 3 cycles. Okay, so this cycles, that is this period or frequency. So starting from this point to this point, so 1 frequency, this point to this point 2 frequency, and this point to this point 3 frequencies. Okay, so these 3 frequencies I have. Okay, this 3 frequency I can decompose into 3f as well as 9f. If you take the first frequency, if you take the first frequency, that is from this point to this point, I can decompose this frequency into 3f as well as 9f. Okay, how? So let us see an example. The blue color shows the actual value of 3f, that is actual frequency of 3f. This frequency can be decomposed by lowering the amplitude value. Okay, so if you see here, the first frequencies, the second frequency and third frequency. Using the first frequency, I have decomposed the 3 frequencies. Okay, so now I'm going to decompose the first frequency into a 9f. Okay, so how? If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 means here, this point. Okay, so totally 9 frequencies I have decomposed by lowering the amplitude values with respect to time. So by lowering the values, by lowering the amplitudes, the frequency will vary. Okay, the amplitude of the sine wave with frequency f is almost the same as the peak amplitude of the composite signal. The amplitude of the sine wave with frequency 3f is 1/3 of the first, and the amplitude of the sine wave with frequency 9f is 1/9 of the first. If you see here, this frequency is decomposed into 1/3 of 3f, and further we are going to decompose this frequency into a 1/9 of first. Okay, right. Thank you, students. Hope you understand well. If you have any doubt, please comment on my YouTube channel. Thank you.